So you had predicted you were going to be cleared back. So how do you what's it like that to reach that mile marker to be out here? And do you feel like you're going to still be ready for the first game?
I just believe in a higher power. I believe in God, and I was just praying the whole time, trusting in Him, believing in Him, and all that.
How's it been for you to go out there and once again making cuts, going in between where there's defensive linemen, guys running close to you? Has there been any hesitation in there trying to get that confidence back?
Yeah, I feel like the biggest part of all this right now is just mental, and just getting out there, seeing the holes again, running through, like you said, the O-line, D-line, things like that. It's a huge confidence boost.
Javonte, what was the timeline that you were told when the injury happened? Because I think a lot of us out here were told it's going to be at least a year, 18 months potentially.
Yeah, that's what I was told too. Like 12 months. I think I forgot.
It's not even 10 months yet. How exciting is it to be beating that timeline so far?
I mean, I've been doing this since I was a little kid. So when I got this took away from me, it was hard at first. But like I said, once I started rehabbing, started running again, things like that, each week my confidence got bigger and bigger. And now that I'm back on the field, I think this is the highest it's ever been.
What were some of the keys? What were some of the
days when it's not? It doesn't feel the same. Like Jamal Murray talked about that. Like it was okay for a couple days, sore for another day, but it progressively got better. Are you having that moment, or is it feeling more consistent for you?
It's pretty much just like last year. Some days I'll be sore, some days I'm not. I wouldn't say it's something that's hindering me or anything like that. It's probably just mild, but I mean it's going by the morning.
What were some of the keys in coming back a couple months earlier? Things that you did that allowed you to come back earlier, specifically?
Just trusting the doctors. I really think back squat was something that really helped me out a lot, just getting back in the weight room and strengthening my knee. I think that's really one of the biggest things that got me back early.
What was the hardest part of the rehab to this point?
I'd say like the first 2 months when I couldn't really move my knee at all. I had to learn how to bend it again, learn how to walk, things like that. Having people do everything for me because I'm really independent. Like I like doing everything on my own. My parents had to come out here and stay with me for like 2 months. I couldn't do nothing. They was having to do everything for me. I think that was the hardest part.
How close are you to handling a full load right now?
I think that's up to the doctors and the Broncos, but I feel like it is what it is.
Are you cleared for contact, Javonte?
Yes, I'm clear.
Cleared. And preseason?
That's up to the coaches, yeah.
Did you surprise yourself a little bit? Like, you hear a timeline, it's going to be what it's going to be, but that you were able to, I guess, accelerate it so well?
Yeah, it was a surprise to me just hearing the doctors, seeing what everybody was saying about me, things like that. The doctor told me if I would have had a little bit more damage, it could have been an even longer timeline. So just being back out here, like I said, it's a huge confidence boost. And I was down on myself a lot, but I mean, I'm seeing the brighter side now.
What did you talk about when they come back from knee injuries like that? Some guys, when they come back from knee injuries like this, they say that it takes them a minute to like trust their knee again, to trust their body. Are you having that?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I feel like the biggest part is just being mentally focused and strong, having confidence. And every day that I come out and practice and I'm planting, once I start practice, it's like I just forget about it. I'm just out there running again. So, I mean, that's a huge confidence boost for me. And just every day, I'm gonna just keep going 1% every day.
When did you get to that point that you could forget about it while you practiced?
I feel like yesterday, the first practice, when I got out there and just started running, it's like you just forget about everything. You just back on the field again.
What kind of runner do you think you'll be when you return to games? Will we see the same violent intentions?
That's the plan.
Javonte, you mentioned your parents coming in and helping you. I'm curious who else maybe along this journey you really leaned on, be it people who had gone through similar injuries. Who were some of the people that you leaned on in that?
Oh, definitely Demaria Crockett, Tim Patrick, and Aaron Patrick. All four of us was out here every day grinding. When everybody else got to go home, we had to stay here. We didn't really get a break. We got weekends off, that's it. So, I mean, we became real good friends over the rehab, yeah.
Well, then how cool is it that you have Tim back out here and
AP?
Yeah, AP. Yeah,
it's real good. Just seeing how far where we started, because we all pretty much, well, Tim was a little bit ahead, but we all started at the same point, and just seeing everybody come back out here. I mean, it's a testament to our hard work. The Broncos training room, Bo, Vince, and everybody in the training room, Matt. So yeah.
When in the process did you realize you could be back a little bit earlier? Was it December, January? Do you remember when you realized, hey, I could be back out there for the offseason program?
Yeah, I feel like when I really started like hitting my speeds on the GPS, and just seeing how fast I was running, I was like, oh, I might be a little bit earlier. And then just hitting my numbers in the weight room, getting back in the weight room, hitting my maxes, things like that. I was like stronger than I think it is, or whatever everybody else saying.
Do you remember when that was?
I can't really remember, but it was probably a few months ago.
What's it
Were,
been
were
like
there
working
any
with Bo?
any other running backs on other teams or former running backs you talked to that had serious knee injuries or anything like that?
No, just the people I was out here working out with.
Okay.
Where is your speed now relative to where it was pre-injury?
It's right there, about same numbers. It's in the same ballpark.
What was it like working with Bo Lowry through that? Because obviously those guys just got here, at the beginning of this offseason too, and sort of going through the process with that new staff.
I wouldn't really say it was all Bo. I just say him and Vince just coming together, putting their own thoughts together. Things Bo brought from over here and what Vince already knew, just having them put everything together. I think it was a good plan.
You said Tim was a little ahead of you guys when he got hurt. Did he kind of lead did he kind of assume a leadership role in the rehab?
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Tim gave me a lot of confidence just seeing him because, I was a couple weeks behind him, so he was already ahead of me, jumping and stuff like that. Just seeing him trust his knee, jumping and doing things with the brace and without the brace, I feel like it just made me think you can do the same thing.
How eager are you to lower your shoulder into somebody for the first time?
I can't wait. I'm ready. I'm ready to see what it's going to do.
You had 900 yards 2 years ago. You got any goals, yardage figures that you're aiming for this season or anything?
Nah. I'm just trying to win the Super Bowl, like I said, my rookie year.
Sean Payton,
Time for a couple more.
Sean has talked about emphasizing the run, that being important. So overall, this offensive scheme, how well do you think it suits you, and how do you think you're going to fit right?
Yeah, I feel like all coaches got plans, but once we get out on the field and see what's really working and see that we winning games, I feel like that's what we're going to go with. So if it's running, if it's passing, blocking for us, whatever it is, I'm going to just do what I got to do to help the team.
Have you gone back and watched Saints film? Because I've always had, Mark Ingram, Kamara, a bunch of really good backs.
Yeah.
15 years. Have you watched a lot of it?
Oh, yeah, I probably watched every game from Alvin Kamara rookie year up to now.
You also have some new offensive linemen. I know it's only been a couple practices, but how excited are you to run behind that line?
Oh, yeah, I can't wait. There go one of them right there.
Last question, Parker. Sean said recently in a story that he'll be pissed if this team doesn't make the playoffs.
Who said that?
Sean Payton.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about a coach that just sort of exudes that sort of confidence, even just from the outset of training camp?
Yeah, that just lets you know how much he believes in the team. And that's big for him to say that after the season that we had last year. He could have came in with any kind of mindset, but for him to believe in us like that, it showed the talent that we got here, and it showed that once we get it all together, how good things will go.
Back squat, Vontae. Thank you. That's it, guys.